Okay. Itamexkanatoni. Good morning. It is just coming on 0800 hours, 8 a.m. on Sunday, August 23rd, 2020 in the lunar cycle Pakipis Tsotsitetspi when the choke cherries ripen. Just getting my day rolling. Sundays is for my walk and talk in the morning, so I'm gonna go meet Carol and take a stroll around the pond, see what's new with her and what's new out there. Chels is at work. Kids are at their grandparents, and I'm not sure what's in store for the day, but I figured it's about time for an update. Haven't put out a video for a few days since last Monday when we went to the dinosaur museum. So it's definitely time. Probably we'll get a skunk call or two this morning as people start waking up and realizing they've got animals in traps. And if nothing else, we do have a skunk trap to set. Other than that, we'll find out as the day goes along. But first step is Sspopiikimi. Yeah, the season is definitely slowing down at the pond. Not that there's nothing happening, but it's all end of summer stuff. You know, this morning we were watching the kingbird fledglings perching and picking what they could off of mostly bullberry bushes. I was surprised. I've never seen them hanging out so much on bullberry bushes as they were today. And then the osprey, that's got to be the same osprey who's nested at this west side electrical whatever they call it, substation. I'm sure it's the same bird, but watching him fish for a while, I usually don't see the osprey come over toward the pond except for very beginning and end of season. And then the heron, you know, to have the great blue heron there, that's a big signal. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see yellowlegs show up this week because they start coming in into the season as the the river goes down and the pond goes down. There's a lot of stuff accessed in that wide south pool by the yellowlegs, and we'll get a lot more killdeer showing up there and these kind of things, some sandpipers. But yeah, it's the end of season stuff. Last of the summer's flowers are playing out. If I don't act quick, I'm not even going to get any gumweed for coughs and cold teas this winter. It's coming to an end. And with that, we should start seeing baby rattlesnakes. So I figure while I'm on the west side this morning, let's go take a look at least one of the rookeries and see what's happening. Maybe we'll find some baby snakes too. Pretty cool. The baby snakes have arrived, at least some of them. I hope you guys could get a look at the couple that I was able to see there. That rookery is difficult to film in this year just because of the way that the vegetation is kind of covering the mouth of the rookery. I saw 3 different mama snakes on site. They each have kind of their own little rocky shelter to inhabit and have their babies in, and one of them had her neonates, or at least some of her neonates. I don't know if she's done yet. She was looking pretty skinny though, so I suspect so, although I only saw 2 babies. There's probably a bunch more underneath that rock with her. But yeah, the babies are here, and I'll probably be going around checking some of the other rookery sites as the week progresses, getting a better look at them. It's always nice to see, for me, to see new snakes born, another generation coming into being, and that means that the migration is soon to come too. So even this afternoon we may get some neighborhood calls for rattlesnakes. We'll see. It's been relatively quiet, maybe a call every other day or so, something like that. And it has been snakes in the neighborhoods, in the backyards, who I think are probably making their way on their return trip to the coulees. No skunk calls this morning, or small mammal trap pickups at all. And now that it's closing in on 11 o'clock in the AM, I don't think there will be any. I do have the one trap to set, which is where I'm headed right now. Gonna set up that trap and probably go home, get a bite to eat, and use the facilities, decide what to do from there, whether or not to go out or just stay home and do some other things. I don't know. It's gonna heat up here eventually, and I'm not gonna want to be outside, but right now it's pretty comfortable. Chels and my's new 2-year plan is going good. Our savings account is growing with our diet of cleaner foods and nutrition in general. We did play pretty hard on our cheat days over the last weekend. Not this weekend, but the last, right before we went to the dinosaur park with the kids. Their dad had taken them for the weekend. And I think that's the first time Chelsea and I have had a day or two alone without the kids, where she's not going to be working, and so we actually got to play. We went out to Good Times, our local comedy club, and saw the comedy show, and then carried the party back home with us. And we were up pretty much all that night, having fun, drinking some alcoholic beverages, and jigsaw puzzling. We've been doing a lot of jigsaw puzzling the last couple of weeks or so. We decided we want to have a movie poster theme in the downstairs, TV area, and so we bought Chels bought like a Harry Potter jigsaw puzzle that we worked on over the last week, and we finished that coming into this weekend, but we were working on it during our cheat days. After this, we've got another puzzle that we've started, that we've just begun at the house. I'll show you when I get there, but this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's a couple of thousand pieces, maybe 2,500 pieces, I can't remember, and just giant. And it looks like it's going to be a challenge for us. So we'll see how long that one takes us. Chels has ordered a horror movie theme puzzle that includes there's a bunch of characters in that puzzle. I think they have Freddy Krueger and Jason and the Michael Myers, and even Jaws is in there. Bunch of Jaws is shark. There's a bunch of things, horror characters in that movie poster. We're just having fun, it's something something that'll keep us out of trouble for the most part. But coming off of that couple days of fun that we had, we really both felt like we needed to cleanse out again. So we are currently on day 4 of a very strong cleanse that doesn't allow us to eat really anything for considerable for carbs or sugary fruits. Like I bought a bunch of grapes and a big cantaloupe the other day, and this cleanse is not even allowing us to have that. So we've got 2 weeks we're doing on that cleanse before we're going to allow ourselves to have another cheat and fun day. But it's all for the good. I'm feeling much more energized. I've been working out almost every day. Chels doesn't work out every day because she's got to go to do those 12-hour shifts. So, but on the days that she's off, we do something together, go running or what have you. Again, I still want to get back into our martial arts too, but we'll see. Yeah, it's the days are just they roll pretty fast. Anyhow, headed to the north side now. Gonna set that trap and we'll see what's next. Oh. Hello. Hey. Karen said you were in need of a skunk trap.
Yeah, a skunk. I've got wasps in the front, skunks in the back.
Cool.
Yeah,
I should go around back. Okay.
That's fine.
You're right with
That way. It's a big great. The smell just gets worse all the time.
Yeah, I should have pulled in the alley. Next time. See under your
yeah,
step?
hopefully they'll be. I'm thinking that's where it is. The smell.
Oh,
is,
yeah.
It's the most intense here. The neighbor says she gets it too, but I don't.
Yeah, it's a typical kind of skunk place. I'll just set up right here. But
okay.
I'll show you how it gets set up in case you get a cat or something like that and you don't want to. You want to release it. So I just use dog kibble as a bait, but you could use cat food too, or you could use pretty much anything high protein. A raw egg, unopened, works pretty good if there seems to be cats coming to get skunks, but not cats. The door itself is just kept in place with a spring, so you got to push the spring back to open it.
Okay.
And you lift this little thing to make that spring go back, and then pull the door up. And with the door up, this over here, this hook sets the trap. Okay. This hook is to use if you're letting an animal out and you just want to back away from it or something like that. So But this one that's attached here sets the trap, and they step on it and boom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So usually it takes, if he's living here, might take anywhere from 1 to 3 nights.
Okay.
First night or two, he might not go in there because it's just a new thing in his environment. But after that, they usually.
Okay.
It's 4:15 in the afternoon now, and other than running out to the grocery store to pick up some supplies, I have been here at the house doing various things, domestic things like taking care of what's left of my tomatoes. They're about shot now, doing some dishes, boiling some eggs for, because this is one of the proteins and fat sources that we're allowed to have with our cleanse. You know, I'm gonna have myself for dinner here pretty quick. Probably a big chunk of, well, at least a part of this piece of albacore tuna, and talked to my mom on the phone, been jigsaw puzzling. This is our new puzzle, what we're working on. This looks like a Mediterranean sea scene, you know, and it's significant, 2,000 pieces, so it's going to be not an easy one. We started it off on this table, and then just working out the frame, realized that this table is not wide enough in width, so today I decided, well, I'll just migrate it over here real quick, but it's been a long time migrating. As I'm taking pieces over, I'm separating them into kinds and you know, some starter categories and that kind of thing. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what else I'll have to report today if there's not any more rattlesnake calls. Maybe I'll get a little bit of footage tonight of me and Chels doing our thing at the puzzles. It's really nice to sit down, you know, together, and because we get to talk about the day's events and what have you, you know, whatever's on our minds. So get a couple of hours in puzzling before bed, and yeah, kids should be home tonight. Should be nice. It's been weird the last couple of days. They've been at their grandparents, and you know, I've gotten used to, I think, you know, used to trying to juggle the work that I have with, you know, taking care of the kids too, and so when they're not around, it feels a little quiet now. Anyway, we'll see if anything comes up tonight, but if not, we might leave it shortly here. I was telling them that I would show a clip of us doing some puzzling end of the day.
Yeah, it's end of the day.
We'll be up for a little bit doing this. Kids aren't even in bed yet.
No, I'm wearing my Superman outfit.
Oh yeah, it's relaxy time.
Yeah, it's a onesie. It's perfect for this occasion.
Oh, we got a lot of work to do.
We do. What did we get into? What did I pick?
This is a tough one. Yeah, this is not easy.
Dude.
Yep. It's gonna be a while.
This was like, I just seen pretty colors and I'm like, hey, that's pretty. It's 2,000 pieces.
Yep.
Well, I thought you were pretty.
Oh. This must be a real place, eh?
It has to be.
Because they got like Times Square, Cambridge, Vegas, baby, and where is this? I should ask Izza if she's ever seen this place.
Clinic Terry?
Sink.
Terry?
I think that's 2,000 pieces.
Oh,
I think that's French, eh?
French.
I could be wrong.
What the hell? I don't know. I'm just guessing. But it looks like a Greece, like,
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
like
somewhere on the
like
Mediterranean Sea or something. Yeah.
Old.
It's
place.
cool. Well, maybe we'll go there sometime, hey?
That'd be fun. Say, look, there's a puzzle.
That's right. Now we gotta figure out where it is. Try to find it in reality. All right, signing out for the day.